And we are live, folks, with Lesson 5 team presentations for the date stamp. This is 7th of February, 2018. I'm Luke Ott, and this is the final class for QSM572. Here's our agenda tonight. We finish with the attendance. We're going to go through the presentations, and then we'll have a quick wrap-up, and that'll be it. It'll be fairly quick. Team UTC will be up first. Cameron and Edgar, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
Here's your slide deck. Anybody notice anything interesting about the first page?
We had a typo and should have said 572. I do apologize, and we're working on the previous mentoring session one, so our date was also not updated.
It's not really a typo. It's an old slide, okay? It was never touched. It was the one that you had, I think, from the previous class, and it was never updated. That's what happened on that. So be careful on that, guys, okay?
Will do.
Let's not make more of it than what it is. But the first thing I look at, I go, oh, no one checked the title slide. So anyhow, it's almost like an administrative thing, and I'm not going to get too excited about it because, frankly, I want you all to do well. But take a little mental note. This is everybody. Okay? These kind of things give your competition or people that don't want you to succeed or to do well, they give them ammo, and you got to take it when it happens. Okay, so just be careful of this sort of thing. Okay. All right, moving on. Team ground rules, that's fine. Team formation, that's fine. Domain roadmap. Oh, by the way, and this is for everybody. Let me interrupt what we're doing right here. As per the assignment, okay, there were slide guidance documentation, slide guidance Word document that the presentation was to follow the guidance on here. So we're just going to go through and see if that guidance is followed, and then we'll look at the content as we verify the guidance. Okay, problem statement. We're currently at 97.2, which is below the requirement of 98.8, and we got that on there, so that's good. Also put in the that was at 26,620 over the last 3 years, or is that annual?
No, that's over the last 3 years, and the 97.2 is the average of those 3 years as well.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Strategic priorities, we're going to go with that. Force field, that's fine. SciPoc did good on that. Map key on the as-is. Again, you don't really need the map key on this. That's not really in compliance with the guidance. I'm not going to get that carried away about it. As-is process map, a complex process map. Well done, by the way. CRM, that's fine. Data collection plan. Okay. Ishikawa diagram, documentation, damaged parts, inadequate training. And you did address all those as you went forward, so that's good. I like that a lot. Okay. You're going to concentrate on the first 5, which is approximately 80%. A very small point, and you guys did it. I don't know if you want to maybe make this a different font or a different color or something, just to signify that's where you're at. I mean, the facts are right there. You have it there. But in fact, I think you say it on the next slide. But just for style points, maybe just highlight, bold it, make it a different color, something, just to bring the audience's attention to that. But those are, like I said, style points. Those aren't criticisms. Okay, root cause. let's see, 80% of our first pass yield rejections are related to the 3 bullets here. There's paperwork, inadequate training, and damaged parts. What you have here is good. If you go back to this slide, it would be nice if you would, on the root cause slide, you don't have to, but it would be nice, 80% and how this is broken down percentage-wise, whether it's, I'm doing public math here, 50, 20, 10, whatever the breakdown is, I'd be curious to know that.
Okay.
So just going forward, add that to the slide, okay?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Analyze phase, that's fine. Primary benchmarking, very good. Secondary, didn't have to do secondary, but that's okay, you got it there. Current state value stream, future state value stream, that's good. Theory of constraints indicators, getting buy-in, network issues, cost factors. This isn't really the focus of this class, so I don't want to hit this too hard. Ernie can beat this up as much as he wants. When you say network issues, are those digital network issues?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That might be worth a network/digital. Okay. Cost factors, the improved initial cost would be high, but ROI. Okay, very good, very good. Will the proper training? Will the proper? Why is that a question? Or is that okay?
We're just trying.
Yeah, that's just
Sorry, go ahead.
the challenge. That's fine. That's fine. Management inspectors form should be for all parties. A little more powerful language. Throw leadership in here too, or at least consider throwing leadership up here. Because to me, that's a critical component. Other than that, that's fine. Process improvements. Now, process improvements, what exactly, it's not your recommendations, what exactly is this?
These are
Those
kind
were
of
the,
the things.
Oh, sorry. Those are the Kaizen bursts off of our future state VSM.
Okay. I mean, it's good stuff, but it wasn't in the slide guidance. So I'm not going to take anything away for it, but it wasn't required, but it's fine. Okay. Unless, because I see pilot plan right after that, or was this part of your preliminary analysis and emerging recommendations?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
supposed to. Sorry. Yeah, it's supposed to tie into the pilot plan.
Okay, well then just label it preliminary analysis/process improvements, because I was about to ask you when we were done. I didn't see a slide labeled as such. You got to make this pilot proof for the guys in the room. On your, hang on a second. This is for everybody too. On your slide guidance, see there's a title, if you will, on each slide, and we're talking about what slide? See right here. If you put your title as that, or even preliminary analysis, and then what you have, process improvements, then I know right away what that slide is. Initially, I didn't know what it was, but since it came right before pilot plan, I was able to put the two, excuse me, put the two together. See what I mean by that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So here's your pilot plan. Did you take this into account when you were developing your payback time?
Partially, we did change because when we started looking at the actual recommendations, which we'll look later on, we kind of condensed based off the 5 issues that we want to work on. We condensed them into 3 separate ones.
Uh-huh.
And so these kind of tie in, but not exactly directly. And so this is kind of before we actually finalized our recommendations.
Okay. Now, well, okay. Be careful of digging yourself a hole. All right. If I'm the commanding officer of a wing of squadrons, if I'm the chief operating officer of a fairly good sized corporation, when I see pilot plan on a brief for a project, I got two questions. One, did you implement the pilot plan? Okay. And then what were the results of it? What did you learn from it? Number two, if we did implement it, was that factored into your payback time? And not for me, because we're here to learn, but you need short, direct answers to those questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now and you understand why. You understand what I'm saying, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay. Annual cost of poor quality. Let me see my notes here. See, folks, the reason I asked you to hand this in by noon yesterday, and by the way, UTC did that, and I appreciate that. I go over every slide. I read every slide. I do the math. I, I try to make it so that when we beat it up here, among ourselves, when we're done here, when you guys walk out of here, you're good to go. Wait, remember I asked on your problem statement if that was total for 3 years or annual. Part of that I didn't know because it'd be nice to have a total of these total costs here that get broken down by category. And that
Yeah, that was my mistake, Professor. I did do the addition, and it does equal to what it is on the next slide, but I
okay,
did forget to add that way at the bottom as
okay,
a total.
all right. But you did the math. You just didn't give yourself credit for it. So just throw a total on here, okay?
Will do.
Okay, sounds good. Uh, Cost drivers. Yeah, and you have to click on it for each individual one. When you're given this presentation, it's important that you put your cursor on here so that your audience can see the specific figures that you all have calculated. Because if they don't do that, for example, chipped paint we have is 1540. If they go by the gray column here, they're going to think, well, gee, that looks like $2,800. So click on here so they can see that for them, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Drivers, this is fine. And we talked about this. This is good. Missing burden hours for single occurrence. Okay. Since you have, yeah, going forward, this is really the slide that tells the summary of the COPQ, cost of poor quality. If you wanted to put these two in backup, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. The note here at the bottom, material cost was not factored into the variance in costs pertaining to specific instances and or occurrences. But was the material cost significant? Is it something that needs to be addressed, or is it a minor cost?
I think it'll be something that will be addressed with one of the recommendations. It's because sometimes we don't have the exact cost. Sometimes if one damage will cost more than a different sort of damage.
Okay, and you said that. You said that very well because of the variance in cost. Here's the caveat, or here's the concern about that. If the material cost is significant, we don't want to ignore it. We don't want to not factor it in. Now, if we don't have the data at this time to get specific on it, give your best estimate, and then qualify how you got that estimate, and that you recommend some more analysis is done on it to get more specific. But if any cost, material or otherwise, if it is relevant, if it's significant, we need to at least acknowledge it. We don't want to ignore it. Does that make sense, guys?
Noted, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Recommendations. I saw this before. I liked it. Okay. No need to beat this up. I liked it. Good specificity. All right. Implementation strategy. How you're going to do that. Really, same comments on here. We've seen it before. I like what I saw. You're good to go. Okay. Implementation strategy costs. You have these numbers totaled in your ROI slide, but it'd be nice to have a total down here as well, okay?
Well, let that under, sir.
Okay. And then it's, it's what's right here. And and you've got this, you've got it broken down by the year and the total, which I like a lot. I like this, savings divided by expenses, nice and clean. You've got a ratio of approximately 5 to 1. That's a very good ratio. And you also have the actual dollar amount, which I asked for specifically, and you did good. Okay. Got that. That's all good. I like everything I saw. A lot of work went into this, and it's not just the amount of work. The finished product is nice and clean, and I like it. Okay. Payback time, just over a year. Okay. I like what you did here, and you've got the supporting calculations here, which I like a lot. And this is accurate, and it reflects it. Okay, that's it. Let me check my notes for y'all. For now, let's just pass on. Guys, quite honestly, if you'd please just fix the doggone title slide and a few small tweaks that we talk about, you blew this out of the water. Okay? Your work, the amount of work you put into it is obvious. It's a good, strong project and presentation. And just fix that doggone title slide, okay?
We'll make sure to do so right after this, sir.
Yeah, and
Yes, sir.
And quite frankly, okay, I'm gonna tease you a little bit about that title slide. I am not gonna let that reflect your grade. Okay, it's excellent quality work, and you will be pleased with your grade. Okay, and just a couple of those tweaks that we talked about on, was it 3, 4, 5 slides, but those were very small, but I do believe they enhance the work you've already done. You guys got any comments or anything for the class?
No, I'm good, sir.
Other than it was actually good that Cameron and I went back and took your recommendations of, or rather did the changes that you'd instructed us on the prior ones. We were trying to get some of the calculations because they weren't put together when we were trying to do those for the initial assignments, but it actually opened up our eyes a little bit more as to some of the things that are actually happening in the cell. So it did give us a little bit more to think about, and hopefully something that we can actually really improve and fix.
Very cool. If I were to ask y'all, having gone through this now and done the entire, slide deck for this class, we tweaked the problem statement. We tweaked a couple things. I hampered on root cause analysis and also coming up with a specific cost of poor quality. Did you see how that kind of they complemented each other and kind of what's the word? I'm setting you up for success as far as determining what are the appropriate recommendations. And then once you did all that, when you did the ROI and payback slides, you were already familiar with the facts, and the facts speak for themselves. And it really wasn't that hard to put that all together at the end. Did you kind of feel it like that?
Yeah, it's just on my part, I was confused since I'm not extremely the best with numbers, so it took a little bit for me to learn, but definitely looking at the equations and how those tie into one another, it did teach me more about it.
Are you comfortable with it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. If you have any questions after the class, after the course, reach out to me, okay? And now this is for everybody. My slide deck that you do for me, the final MVP3 slide deck that you do for Ernie, every member, every individual on every team should be able to look at each slide and say, this is how I do a Pareto chart. This is how I do a return on investment. Okay? If you're not doing that, you're shortchanging your own education. And that's really the most important thing we're working with here. So, and this is the best time to make sure that you know how to do it. And I know this sounds really, probably call me anal, but that's okay. It won't be the last time. If you need to make some notes on the on your outline on your slides down here on your copy of your presentation, make some notes, whether it's calculations, algorithms, software entries, whatever you got to do, so that 6 months or 5 years from now, when you go back, oh yeah, I know how to do that. We did that when we were did my graduate work. You're able to go back and you're able to re-engineer this, if you will, for other projects. Anything from the other members of the class for this team, for Team UTC?
Very well done, team.
Thank you, Judith.
Anybody else?
I can tell a lot of work went into this, you guys. Good job.
Thank you, Ms. Danielle.
Very cool. As soon as I find it. Okay. Team Prime, you're on deck. Let me get the dictation software running, and then we'll go. Let me give Matthew a heads up. Okay, Matthew, can you see me? See the text? Okay, Matt. And what we'll do on this, I'll be going over various slides just like I did with UTC. There probably will be times when I need to talk with your team, so I'll be turning the script writer off and back on, okay? All right. Okay. So Team Prime, here we go. And let me get my notes up so I can be specific. Team members is fine. Ground rules is fine. Sponsoring organization. Guiding coalition is good. Strategic priorities and goals is also good. Couple slides there that you don't really need, not required on the slide guidance, but not a big deal. Force field analysis. Problem statement. Let me just take a look at this a second. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. If you want to put it in a Lean Six Sigma or DMAIC, DMAIC, vernacular, you can see you want to reduce the variability in the 71st Squadron MC rate, but that's fine. Check. SIPOC is fine. As is map, CRM, that's fine. Data collection plan. Operational definitions, that's not in the guidance. To me, that's more backup. We're not going to waste a lot of time on it. Fishbone. For the fishbone, if you think about it, highlight the 1, 2, or 3. You all decide the root causes that you've identified in here. Highlight the ones that are where these are all potential root causes. Highlight the actual. That's a small point. Pareto's fine. Okay, root causes of cost driver analysis. I'll say this for Matt, and then I'm going to turn the writer off. We talked about this earlier. This is the same slide that you handed in for the assignment. I don't see the improvements on it. So now I'm going off script to talk to the team. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. We talked about. Why am I on echo? Yeah. We talked about the last two bullets. Those are your root causes. This other stuff, root cause of cost driver problem statement, which I'm not really sure. Unexpected haircut, that's not a cost driver, okay? Or it's not a root cause. The base supply squadron and the vendor procurement process, those are your root causes, those two. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to matter going forward, but that is that's what we talked about. Comments on that?
We'll get it changed.
Yes, sir. We had it changed in one. Part of that, sir. We'll work on it.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll get it fixed.
As you all know, part of the challenge is the communication going back and forth, keeping the latest revision of the slide deck up and current, and I realize that. So if you would fix that, though, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Matt, back with you. Okay, future state, VSM, that's fine. Lean theory of constraints indicators for the MVP, I thought that was good. Okay, I like that. CRM recommendations. Okay, I like the recommendations, and I'm probably gonna have to go off script writer again, Matt, but why is it CRM? I'll ask Matt first if he knows. I'll ask Matt if he knows. Why is it CRM recommendations? And then, okay, I'm off script writer now because Matt can type in his response. Why CRM? Right? Why not just recommendations?
Stupid error, sir. This is just like, yeah, we're rushing through the content and forgetting content includes everything from top to bottom. I'll take that.
Was that Judith that said that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for
We
your.
reviewed all the slides together, and we highlighted everything that's within the content, forgetting we have to go from top to bottom.
Okay. Thank you for your candor. Fix that for me, okay?
Yes, sir.
DeCarlo, did you want to say something?
I also wanted to add that some of these recommendations also tie into the customer requirements metrics, and that's why we have them there as the CRM recommendations.
You're correct when you say they tie in, but of course they tie in because the CRM, every component of the CRM is a subset of the problem statement. And every recommendation addresses the root causes. And the recommendations also address the cost of poor quality. But we don't say the problem statement, CRM, root cause, cost of poor quality, recommendations. We just say recommendations. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so.
Check. Check. Okay, implementation plan. It's a good plan. And you made the specific bullets much more concise than they were, just like I asked you to. So thank you for that. Okay. And I'm splitting hairs here, but this is your implementation plan for your recommendations. So if I were to edit this at all, when you say on your first bullet, objective is to educate the MX, I would get rid of objective is to, and I just put educate the maintenance unit, okay, and then finish the phrase that you have there. But I'm splitting hairs on that. But you don't have an objective to do something. The implementation plan is to spell out specific steps on how you're going to achieve your recommendations. So you want it worded as such, as specific steps. And having said that, if I'm getting into that small a comment, you know you've done well. Okay? All right. Future process map, that's fine. Cost of recommendations. Okay, good job here. You did it in man hours, which is what we talked about. Let this thing clear a second. Let me do this. Hi, Matt. I got to go offline. I got to take this off again. But before I do, I want you to see this this part, God bless. Hang on. I just took them off. I want Matt to hear this. Check. Okay, Matt, I'm sorry about that. The part that I just highlighted in red, I want to talk to your team members to make sure they understand, but I also wanted you to understand you've overestimated your cost on that, because unless you have personnel that are going to be working during the 6-week wait, that's not a cost to you. So I'm going to go offline now, and I'll be right back. Okay, folks, did you hear what I said on that, folks?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a time.
Yes, sir.
It's a time delay. But if I understand you correctly, it's a 6-week delay. But you don't have people that are working during that time period on this particular issue, do you?
No, sir. It's
No,
just
sir.
that one
No, sir.
position.
Okay. So
I think we were looking at the delay as just lost time.
it's lost time, but you're not spending resources
Yes,
during that interval. Makes sense?
Copy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
So the good news is, and don't do it tonight, but the good news is your cost of implementation just got reduced by 240 man hours, which I really hate doing public math. It's more than a third. Okay, so
yes.
everything we look at going forward now with regards to your ROI and payback time, it'll actually be better than what your initial estimates were. Okay.
Yes, sir.
When you get the
Yes, sir.
take the 240 out and then plug that into your calculations, okay?
Yes, sir. 352 man hours now, sir.
Thank you. And by the way, very good on this, okay? And here, we used man hours as your currency, all right? It's the same thing if it would be in a dollar amount, okay? So I like the accuracy. I like the precision of the calculation. Let me get Matt back online here. Check. Okay, Matt, we're back. Okay, going forward here, return on investment, okay, and actually fairly impressive that if everything works out the way our estimates do, and of course there will be some variation in that regard, but we're looking at a approximately 90% reduction, okay, in the delays that are currently being experienced. So the man hours required goes down. Now, by the way, your ROI, and this is a bit confusing, we're using man hours as our currency here, and also looking at how much we reduced the time delay. 7860 divided by 592, it's 13.3, but that's your ratio. It's not hours, it's your ratio. Like, remember in the example, if I invested $1,000 and I made 10,000, my ratio is 10 to 1. So your ratio here, using these figures, would be approximately 13 to 1. That's your ROI ratio in here, using man hours. Okay. Were we able to calculate the increase that would provide the mission capability rate? It's
Not sure, sir.
That's going forward. Do that for Ernie, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because you're showing
Yes, sir.
you're doing reduction in delay. You're showing how long it's going to take you to get it done, exactly what it's going to take to get it done, the training, the man hours, and the specific training that's required, and where you're going to do it. It'd be nice if you could also show, and our yearly average MC rate is this, but we've had 3 or 4 months where we've dropped below the minimum. We bring those 3-4 months back up where they should be. Your MC rate is going to be even higher. And it's okay if it's an estimate, just be able to back up that estimate.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's super. Very good, very good. And then going forward, see here again, wait a minute, for some reason this might have dropped off. Check. Okay, your break even is here at 1 month. You misinterpreted that 13.3. Again, that's a ratio. And that makes sense because if you go back to the previous slide, you're going to save 655 man hours a month, and it's costing you $592 for implementation. That's roughly a month's worth of man hours that you're saving.
Yes.
So your break even is here, the intersection of your red and green line, not here. That's your break even. And you might want to throw in, oh, you have it right here. What is, now you already have this. Put a mark here that shows your break even here, because you already have it up here. Put it here, and then give a cumulative man hour savings, which will be significant, which will be, okay, public math, 655 a month. So times 10, that's 6,500 hours in 10 months. It's more than that. I hate public math. It's going to be over 7,000 hours, man hours per year that you're saving. Plug that number over here somewhere. And then over here, just put a PB or something for payback time down here.
Yes, sir. Right.
And that's all I got. Hang on a second. Let me check my notes. I don't want to miss anything that I might have given you a hard time about. I don't want to opportunity cost for that. Did you all do, I didn't see a preliminary analysis or a pilot plan slide. Was that in here?
We didn't do one, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
If you didn't do one, no, I'm good with that. Just leave it the way it is. Hang on just a second. Let me say something to Matt, please. Hey, Matt, I'm back. Got it. Hang on. Check. Okay. Hey, Matt, I'm back. I wanted to specifically talk to you here with the class. The amount of work that you put into this, you and your team, it was significant. Thank you for that. I know I pushed you guys. It was a little bit of a unique project because we weren't dealing with dollar amounts in a finance class, but that didn't slow you down. I'm real pleased with the work that you put forth, and I like the final product very much. So thank you for your hard work. Do you have any questions for me, sir? Okay, I'll watch the chat box for this team. Well done. Okay, I know, I pushed you. I almost feel bad about that. I'm very pleased with the work you came through at the end. You guys got anything for me at all?
No, sir. It was a huge learning curve. When we think finance in the military, we don't really think too much about that because it's a nonprofit. But this gave us a better perspective on how we can look at it. Instead of the dollar signs, we look at it as an hour. So even in my job, I can definitely work that in when necessary.
Okay, that's super. Anybody else from Team Prime?
I don't have any questions. I just want to say thank you for pushing us. And helping with a problem statement and making us to dig deeper and to really figure out how we could put this together.
Okay, it was my pleasure. Okay, and you responded. You responded to it. Anything from the guiding coalition for Team Prime?
Sir, they're just anxious and excited to see where this goes.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. Okay, all right, folks. For Team Prime, you're good. Kick back, and we'll see. We got one more project to take care of, and then we'll put this behind us.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Okay, team variation. Hey, Dave, are you online?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I sent you the screen print from the portal that shows I turned it in 2 days ago.
All right.
So I don't know if there's a disconnect there between yours and ours, or
Are you? Can you see the monitor now?
yeah.
All right. So, where did you send it on the portal?
So I was in under coursework. I was in assignment 5.1.
Coursework 5.1. There's nothing there. Can you see your screen?
Yep.
Okay.
I see that.
And then down
Did you
here,
see?
0 users, 0 posts.
Yeah, that's weird.
Can you send it to me on email? Can anybody send it to me on email?
Yeah, Ron, did you send it?
No, I can't right now. We need to. I know you sent him.
Yeah.
Let me send it now then.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. Can you give me presenting rights for a second while Ron's sending that to you?
Why?
Well, just to show you my screen.
All right.
I think it's weird that my screen's different than yours. I mean, it should.
Hang,
It says,
hang on a second. Like, I can do this. I can go as student view. And I still don't see anything with student view. Is it possible? Did you send it to the right portal?
yep, because it says right on it. It says, under coursework, it says assignment 5.1 team final presentation, week 5. Then at the bottom, it's turned in. It says turned in 2/6/18. It says this team's final MVP presentation has been turned in. So no more work can be added or added to this file.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep.
Okay, Ron, what email you send it to?
Should be in your box as soon as it gets.
Gmail or NGS?
NGS? Not at NGS.
Just came in. Let it finish downloading. Okay, we're up and running. That's fine. Ground rules is fine. MBP is fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let me take a quick look. I am curious, and this is not right or wrong. I'm just the second sentence. Current process has a 40% first pass yield reject rate, but normally it's like our first pass yield is 60%, which is obviously means 40% doesn't pass. Is that something unique to your company, or you notice how that's kind of inverted? So what's your first pass yield? We got a reject rate of 40%. Is that unique to your company here?
No, it's just, I think we need to reword that.
Okay, I mean, if that's the way you say it, but if it's unnecessarily complex, it's kind of inverted. You know what I mean? So
Right, we could simplify it and make it easier. Yep.
you guys decide. That's created for 86, and 86 is what we're using throughout the project. Then, right? 86,000 a month.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You guys decide your project. I'll support your decision. If you just wanted to get rid of the 43 and go with 86, because 86 is what you're basing your calculations and your return on investment and your cost of implementation on. So whatever you guys want to do on that. SciPoc is good. As is fine. CRM is fine. I'm gonna defer to Ernie on that one. To me, this was a little more complicated than what was needed, but this is finance, so I'm not going to get into that. Data collection plan is fine. Fishbone's fine. Okay. Reject rate, yeah, that's all good. Root cause analysis, of course, we got to take a look at this. First pet yields 40% of rejected. See that, guys? I'm sorry, folks. This first bullet here could be misleading. The first pass yields a 40% of rejected spring cores, okay, as opposed to first pass yield of 60% or 40% rejection rate in first pass. Just try to wordsmith it so it's a little more direct. Rejected compromised direct labor expenses, cost drivers and consequences, root causes. Yes, that's all good. If I really wanted to split a hair, I would say take this bullet and put it first because it's the root cause slide. But if I'm making those kind of comments, you know you all did really well. Benchmark findings. A little bit of overkill, which this team has a tendency to do that, and that's not a criticism. The sources for the benchmark, you can maybe sources in backup slides because that's a lot of stuff. Okay, makes it a little bit busy. Future state added a new cleaning process. That's good. We talked about that. Review process map. Yeah, that's fine. Constraints. What we got here. Explain to me how that last bullet helped me make the linkage with reference to lean theory of constraints. Altering the process to go with high yield, decreased variation is of higher priority than working on a limited time segment. So we have high scrap and high work. It's not necessarily a constraint. You're identifying the priority there. Is that all it is? Somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be worded different. Yeah, or taken out completely.
Or just say, you know, we prioritized high yield decreased variation over time savings. Okay, you guys decide. That's a very very esoteric point. You guys decide.
Yeah, that also correlates with the root cause as well, with the variation.
Yeah, it does. You could even cut that in half and leave the variation part. But either way, whatever you guys want on that one. Very small point. This bullet, you might want to make second, because this is really, hang on a minute. God bless. See what happens when you click too fast? Because this is really your recommendation, true statement, the pre-treatment. And this,
Yes, sir.
and this explains why it's of value. So you might consider putting this bullet second. There again, when a team does so well, I got to split hairs like that. You know you've done well. Okay, we had this before. We talked about this. This is good. Purchase. FAA requires $500 or $500,000 testing. Yeah, and that's fine. It was good before and it's good now. Implementation costs. You updated that. Thank you. That looks good. Payback period. Which is what? 1 year, 10 months? What exactly?
That's 24 months.
24 months. Okay. April. Well, if it was 24 months, it'd be April to April, right? Is it April to April?
It's April to March. It's April to March.
Okay. Close enough. Okay. I wanted to, because this was in your assignment, so I actually got to see these two slides previously. The amount of work that you did and that you spelled it out like this, tremendous effort on your part, and I really like it. And it shows precision, attention to detail, accuracy. You brought in savings that, you know, accumulate and the monthly waste that's saved and all that. But for a presentation, it's too much to put on one slide. Throw this into backup files. But the fact that you did the calculations by the month, that's impressive. And that's not lost on me. For your presentation, and again, you all decide with Ernie, I would say throw this into backup slides.
Got it.
Okay. This I liked a lot. The only thing I'd like you to consider adding, everything you did here was in percentages. Okay. On the right-hand side, you could put the actual dollar amount because it is significant, you know, and worth note.
Okay.
And then you got the dollar amount here. You tweaked it a little bit. I normally just put savings divided by cost. Savings minus cost divided by cost gives you approximately the same thing. But this is a percentage. It's not a ratio. Okay. I'm not going to get excited about it. It's fine. The calculations are accurate. Let's see. Savings cost. And yeah, what's on your next slide? Yeah, no. Okay. You got to add these up, you know, yourself to see. On here, if you put the actual dollar amounts, because it's significant, okay? Let's see, the savings, that's cumulative savings on the left-hand column here, true statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You might want to throw a dollar sign in there in front just so people realize we're talking about dollars here. And again, this is a percentage. It's not a ratio. For this, and I'm just showing you what it looked like. If you made that red, because that's the only negative number on there, then people would see the significance as they're just glancing over it. But a couple small tweaks, and other than that, very well done. Just very well done. I didn't have the chance, like I did with the other teams, to review each slide and find something I could really nitnoid picky about. But I tried to do that pretty good on the assignments. So I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with you guys moving on. I like your project. I think it's a very good project, and you've done a lot of hard work, and it was noted. And you put up with all my requests, and you all did well. Comments from Team Variation.
None from me. Thank you.
We worked really hard on it. We appreciate your feedback. We'll implement the changes that you recommended.
Okay. Comments from the guiding coalitions in the audience.
I can tell by their calculations that they put a lot of work into this.
Yeah,
so,
very
good
much.
job.
And it definitely goes kind of above and beyond, because I'm sure that it does help them back themselves up in case there are any other questions. But it's personally, I usually like having more information than I need, but it's really good that you guys actually put all that effort into it.
Anybody else? Okay, folks, that's another check in the box for you. You can move on. I'm pleased with every project that I saw. Thanks for all your hard work. Going forward, if anyone has any questions about anything, whether it's calculations or associated industries, growth industries, emerging, technology, that type of thing, if I can give anyone in this class a letter of recommendation or referral, I'm more than happy to do it at any time. It's not just today or tomorrow. That's a year down the road. Anything I can do to facilitate your career advancement, please let me know. Everyone's going to be very happy with their grade. And that's all I got. Okay, let's get out of here a little bit early. It's been a pleasure working with y'all. And anybody got any questions or anything for me?
So I say I enjoyed the class. It hurt my brain, but I learned.
That's what I'm supposed to do, Jay. Anybody else?
Thank you, sir. This thing makes us think outside the box a lot and not just what the 10-meter target is. And so I certainly appreciate that perspective and being able to bring that on to my job eventually.
Okay, and if I can do anything to help that out or facilitate that, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everybody take care. Have a good evening.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, y'all. Hey, Matt, can you see me? Hey, Matt, can you see me? See me. Matt, it's been a real pleasure. If I can do anything to help your career advancement, In the future, please let me know. A letter of recommendation or a referral or anything that I can do, it would be my pleasure. Thanks for your hard work, and I enjoyed having you in the class. Got anything for me? Not a problem. That's one of the advantages of a little bit of technology. Take care of yourself and good luck, sir. And good luck. Although I do like lobster. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Best of luck to you, sir.